Hello, it is Lord Haywire. I am streaming some 2D4X as I do on most weekends, and I actually I had this leak in my bathroom probably since I moved in, which was like 6 or 7 years ago. And when I looked at the house, you got to get it inspected and shit. There was like a puddle on the floor, and it looked like it was coming from either like a toilet in the basement, and a toilet and a shower in the basement, and the owner said like it was uh, the toilet leaks sometimes. So they part of the purchasing agreement was that they would replace that toilet. So they did, and but every once in a while I would find this puddle down there still afterwards, and I thought it was the wall leaking, but it turns out it's the upstairs bathroom is leaking into the downstairs bathroom, and where I guess it's a bathroom. It has a toilet, a shower. It's if you saw it, you'd be like, "Whoa, this is something out of a post-apocalyptic video game." Anyways, so I have to, and I tried. So I finally figured out that it was the upstairs bathroom basically just ruined, and I have to redo the whole thing. And I got a person to do it, and they said they could do it in winter, and then they messaged me, and that was like 6 months ago. I've been waiting and using the downstairs. Nobody cares about this story. I don't know why I'm telling it. Anyways, so then I've been using the downstairs shower because if I use the upstairs shower, it leaks and the whole fucking walls are falling apart. And like I pushed on the wall and the drywall. My finger just went through it. The whole thing's trash. Anyways, so I finally got this person suddenly Friday night said, "Hey, I'm gonna come on Monday and start working on your place." I was like, "Oh, thanks for the warning." And so I got to move all of this shit where I'm sitting right now has to be moved out of here by Monday, including like a bunch of heavy stuff. So I'm like, my friend coming later, and oh my god. So I should. This is a long story. Shouldn't have streamed, and I should get my shit done for this destruction of my house because I also, it's crazy. Nobody cares. I'm just gonna keep talking about it anyways. I have hardwood floors underneath the carpet. Like they put carpet over hardwood floors. And they're really nice hardwood floors. Well, okay, they're all beat up and they're shit, but that can be fixed. So I was like, if we're gonna be tearing out my whole bathroom, which is next to my bedroom, I might as well tear out this goddamn carpet. I'm like, who puts carpet? Carpet's so gross. So anyways, so I gotta remove all this shit. I gotta do all these other things. And then I was like, I should fix this other. Oh my god, the whole thing. It's gonna be fucking crazy. And then everyone I talked to, so the person who is doing it said it wouldn't be that expensive, but everyone else that I talked to, like, they're like, oh, it's gonna cost 20 grand, it's cost 40 grand, it's cost 60 grand. I'm like, I don't have that fucking money. So this whole thing this is a great story, right? It's the joys of home ownership, but I do like owning a home. It's amazing how much noise you can make. I'm used to apartments my whole life. From when I moved out at 18, I've lived in apartments till I was like 45, 44 or something. And just the joys of being able to just make as much noise as you want to make is insane. What does that have to do with what we're doing today? We're making a 2D4X game. These are the test things. We were currently working on these county improvements so that the player can build stuff in their counties. And I thought of something right before I started streaming. Actually, I thought of it earlier this week, and then I just thought of it again right now. Is that we need to be able to clear the stockpiles. So the county improvements will stockpile stuff for the workers to use, like the goods that are required. So we're going to add this issue, but we're going to leave it for next round. It's not important right now. And if we actually only have these three things before we can push to main, and that's what I've been wanting to do for so long. But what we're going to do right now is if you don't have an input good, you can do this checkbox and then use remnants instead. So let's build. So for construction, that doesn't work. You need to have the stuff for the construction. But like right here, well, we have to let it be built. It won't take long here. This is our test thing. Okay, so this is completed. We have this checkbox that says use remnants. I know this checkbox is ugly. I know everything here is ugly. Don't worry. So remnants in this game is, since it's a post-apocalyptic game, basically in each county has a certain amount of food and remnants. This is like, like canned goods or whatever. And this is remnants is just a catch-all term for anything left over from the old world, remnants of the old world. And so the apocalypse, like, how this game kind of works is there is like a plague and like maybe some nukes are thrown around, some invasions maybe of North America. I'm just using North America because I'm worried about performance in the game. Like, this is like inspired by like Paradox games, and those late game kind of the performance kind of grinds. So I'm going to do North America first, which probably will be the end of it, once. But right now we're just doing this Oregon because I live in Oregon. I live like right here. Right here. So what was I talking about? Remnants of the old world, apocalypse happened, everyone's dead, but there's a lot of shit laying around. And so the goal of the game is the goal of how I want it is you start out with like lots of stuff that you can use from the old world. But as you kind of use it up, you have to start kicking in your own production of stuff. And everyone's dead, so the population is going to be very low. Like there's only going to be 10 people to start with here. But you'll get more people, and they'll have kids and stuff too. But at the beginning, I want these remnants where you'll use them to build things with. And so that's kind of like the goal. There's certain items, if they have a checkbox, and like certain goods, as I'm calling them. We can look right here. It won't show the checkbox, but like these are the goods that we currently have in game. Like you can't use remnants to replace fish, but you can for wood. And so that's the title there, is if you're out of wood, you want to use remnants and save your wood for something else, you can do the got wood thing, or you can use that checkbox. As I'm yammering on here, I was just thinking maybe we do want it to be a construction. Let's go back. For Fisher's Shed, there isn't any. This is remnants. Do I have any that's built? For construction, I think we'll think about it, but I'm going to put this for the next round too. So I do these things where this is what we're working on, and then we're going to move on to like research or whatever. So when we hit next round, we're going to stop working on county improvements when we hit this next round thing on the project. And this is an open source game, so the project is available for everyone to look at. So what we're going to do is we'll put this in here. Maybe I think we do want, and I think I had it and then I turned it off. So I keep flip-flopping between what I want to do with game mechanics. Remember, we want construction to be able to use, I'm going to put this in quotes, use remnants for construction goods. I think we do. Man, maybe we should fix that right now. So what the problem is I keep adding things to what I want to do before we get to this next round. So we've been stuck in this area for 3 months. 4 months. No, it was 4 months. Yeah, I looked last time. So for 4 months, we've been working on construction or county improvements. I only work on the weekends and only for 3 hours each stream. So it's only like 6 hours a week. But now I kind of want to look at that. But let's not do it. Let's not do it right now. We can come back to it. It's on the list. So what we need to do is make this checkbox work. It currently doesn't do anything. You can just checkbox it. I know it's ugly. I know I already said that, but yeah, it's ugly. We're going to have a beautification at some point. So the first thing we want to do is look at this thing, which actually is this right here. So actually, how is it generating these things? I think it's generating, let's look at this script. I think it's generating these by Generate construction goods cost. So this goes down, add input goods panel, check for hide, use remnants. So it doesn't actually do anything here though. Do we have a, let's control home back to the top. Do we have this thing? We have the prioritizes in here. It doesn't look like we do because I think this is being generated by, or it's another scene somewhere. Let's see. Construction material cost. It's weird that we called it that. I don't think that's it. You know what we can do is check the remote. I have this thing open, or I can have it open. There we go. Yeah, I think this is what happens is I always have to remember how I did stuff. Construction improvement or county improvement county improvement control panel. We got the margins. We got this. It's going to be on the left. We got an H box current. This is where we want. We got a scroll box. We got another thing. Here's our panel container with the 6,000 things inside it. Everything VBox container. What the fuck is this? Okay, this is everything is in here. So then we need to go to, I think these are instantiated. Well, yeah, input resource and goods. Input goods. We should just call that input goods, but whatever. We'll change that at some point. Jesus Christ, I'll add it to the list. Another thing on the list. In the county, what did I call this thing? County. Yeah, so current buildings VBox container is the parent of this thing that we're instantiating. I can tell we're instantiating this because it's a scene and it's looks like that. So this thing is, I already forgot. See, that's why I have to take notes for everything because I already forgot. I think it's not this. I don't know what this is. Character body, we don't need that open. We don't need this open. So this is this, I'm pretty sure. This is a county improvement panel container. And so we need to change this in county improvement panel container. We need to change input resources and goods to just input goods. We decided to call everything goods. Me decido. No. All right, I gotta always check it, make sure everything's working, which I didn't do. Everything seems to be working. Maybe I'll click this a few more times. I have this problem where YouTube doesn't always, the chat from YouTube doesn't always sync over. Okay. So what are we doing? We're done with that note. Got to figure out how this works. So that's this thing. This thing is controlled by that, but our input, our input goods and resources. I mean, we could just do that right now, right? We could just fix that right now. Fuck it, right? I gotta find my localization. I have a localization file somewhere under the localization folder. Not under resources. And let's see if we have phrase input goods already built. Why are you freaking out? No, I just want to open. Fine, we'll do it this way. That's the problem, is I got to do it through the actual file. It doesn't like it. It doesn't like what I'm doing. 2D4X localization. There we go. input goods. It's whatever. It's not, it is underscore. I hate underscores. Input. Let's make this bigger. That's the one we're going to probably change. Okay. So what I normally do is I just leave this in here and then create a new one, but just in case we need this next time. But I think I'm not going to do that this time. So we're going to change this to input goods. We're going to change this to, now I lost it right here, input goods. And then we're going to translate this. So Spanish is our test translation thing, even though I only know like 7 words of Spanish. Take your sweet time here. And then we're going to go like this. And I usually, that's a list of stuff for my house. Hopefully that's not important there. This is going to go right here. Oh, good God, no. All right. So that is our, wait. Okay, that is our thing. We've fixed that, but we need this to go back over here. And we need to find input goods, construction, workers, progress, input, grid container, county improvements. We'll find it here, and then we'll rename it. There's just so many of these things. It's definitely not there though. It's over here because we're in remote. There we go. Input goods. Where are you? Production and building. I think we're at goods produced. Input titles. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh no, I did call it phrase. But we're gonna rename this to input goods title. I wasn't as anal earlier, and I should have been. Here's a grid container. We do need that as a grid container. So then we can close this thing, and then re-import this. Wherever you are, re-import. There we go. Now that should fix that, and then we'll close this ticket that I created for no reason. It probably took longer to close to create the ticket than it did to just do the change. Oh, look at that. We have a bug. That's okay, because the thing was busted. Because it was broken. We have a bug because there was a bug. Anyways, now we can go back and dig into this thing where it's generating. So it's generating this in the input goods is actually in this grid container. I forgot about this. So let's find, because we're instantiating something. We probably could just look for instantiate. So what is this? Add output goods. Add input goods panel. And then we saw that earlier that it had something about use remnants. We're now in some, I don't want to search this. I want to search this. No, here's this. It's this container. Check for goods for columns. Oh, yeah. That's so that it checks the columns for that grid. Here's this use. Check for hide use remnants. So we don't have, though, goods panel container, use remnants checkbox. We're passing in a goods panel container, which is the thing that I feel like no, the goods panel container is what we're instantiating. Where does this thing come from? Is it really called that though? Or did I read it? Because I feel like I started to use here's goods panel container pack scene. Is it really called that though? That's going to be a UI scene. Here it is. Use panel container. So on here, what do we got? Use remnants checkbox, and this is a checkbox. Only produce. Oh, right. This is for the where there's some things will produce 2 items, and so we want to have a checkbox for that. That's going to be strange. Not necessarily very good either. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. But this, we do have this here. So now we know that that's there. So we have this control. And we have to make this do something. So when it's checked, we need to somehow record that somewhere for when it uses the things. So when it uses the remnants, it can. So when it's going to gathering resources for the stockpile, we need it to be able to check back to the good, which is a good data. So let's find our good data. It probably is already open, though I don't see it. No, let's open it up and take a look here. Everything that I'm like doing for the first time turns out to be way more complicated than I originally think. But I was thinking about this, like I said, a couple days ago, and right before this, where am I going? Resources. And I was thinking about how this will be somewhat complicated, but I didn't think about this part. I need the good data. I'm just going all over the place here. So, remnant substitutable is a bool that's in here. So let's put this. So this is used for to know if there's a checkbox, because like I said earlier, food, you can't do food can't be substituted with remnants, though there's a way we could do that if we wanted, like, but I think we'll do another bool and just says use remnants, and I think that's how you spell remnants. I've typed it 47,000 times at this point, and it is. We'll just leave that there. Now I'm thinking, now we'll just do a bool. I was thinking maybe we'll do enum. So there is a chance. So we have the bool. We're gonna have to make sure. No, we're not. I was thinking we might want to make sure that if it's using remnants and you run out of remnants, it kicks back to the other thing. But I think we'll just leave it. That will be up to the player. There's a lot of things that I try to automate that I don't think are necessarily required to be automated, and I think I'm overthinking things. Is basic. Long story short. So if we have this use remnants on here, then we go back to our good panel container. No, to our this. I'm going to pin this because we're going to be using this a lot today. Then we go. So we already have this instantiated somewhere. I saw it. It was called like good panel or something. We don't want this. Check for goods for columns. That's a different thing. Okay, I see what that does. Generate output goods. Add output goods panel. Generate the, okay, I know what that is. This first thing. Look, there's an extra space in here. Oh, no, there isn't. goods panel. Okay, so here we're instantiating it. We're adding it. If the is producing, we put this crap in. Goods produced yesterday. Is that what that says? Oh, right, because it was confusing. Generate input goods. So this is the add input goods panel. We need to like have a signal or something that connects that button. Let's look, whoops, let's look back over to here. So we need to have this, it's not pressed. We need it to be like checked, toggled. I don't know what's up with this flashing thing. The tooltips are busted in Godot. This computer has a lot of issues though. It's progressively getting worse and worse. I know, I'm going to buy another one. I was thinking about it last night actually. But I think I'm going to wait until the 50 series graphics cards come out. What I like to do is buy like the most expensive computer I can afford because it lasts for, you know, years and years. And I usually build my own computers. I built this one. I feel like it was somewhat recently, but I guess not recent enough. I should probably take it apart and put it all back together again. That usually helps as long as you don't break something when you're doing it. Because it usually, like, there's, like, dust and shit. I'm so lazy. I feel like I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to buy a computer that works. Anyways, so I think we're going to use this toggled thing. So this should actually probably... Do we have any in this goods... What is this script called? Goods container. Wind, how's it going? Circus. Life is a circus. Kind of. Goods panel container. So I think what we're going to do, so that's in here. We'll put a signal on, oh, this doesn't know though what good is assigned to it. It's just gibberish. You know, I was watching a Splattercat video before I started streaming, and he was talking. So he was it's a video about Road to Vostok, which is that video game first-person shooter that's made in Godot, and he was talking about how he'd never seen a sauna in his life because there's like it takes place somewhere in the north. I don't know where in the Northlands, and there was like post-apocalyptic saunas everywhere. And I was like, he's never seen one? Crazy. So this thing doesn't know. But you know what we could do is if this thing fires a signal. I didn't think about this shit at all. If this thing fires a signal. Right? I mean, I've hung out in one. I'm trying to think. It was in an apartment complex I lived in that didn't seem like it should have a sauna. They're uncommon, but so let's see if we have this signal that said toggled. We can get. We can interact with this thing through here. Let's do like a test. Well, it's be more than a test. So if we go, this is gonna hide it sometimes. We need the signal in here, basically. How would we do? Okay, so we would have the thing here, but the signal I think we need a custom signal, which I haven't written one of those in a long time. So I think what we need to do is remember how to do that first. Let's just find a place where we can start typing here. Good panel, because I can't remember how to do this. Good, get the fuck out of here. All right, we can't. Well, that's the big typo. Let's put this. I need this where. Good panel container. Use remnants. I think there's some sort of lightning bolts. What's your problem? Yeah, so we could do, yeah, this is the way we do it. So these are signals, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so this is child inner tree. So what we want is toggled. Maybe this won't be as terrible. Toggled. I gotta remember how to do this. Emits when the button was just toggled and pressed normal state. So we want plus equals set use remnants, and then, oh wait, we don't put that though. And then we go like this, and we'll go like, I can't believe I remembered that. Good, what are we doing here? This is good data, but do we have this? Where is this shit saved? Where are we getting this information from here? So this is the county improvement. Back to where we were. I think we must be assigning it. Where the fuck was that thing? Toggle. Okay, so we have a good data. I don't know. I don't know. You know, like some weeks I don't think about this at all, and I wish I did, and I did think about it like a tiny bit. A tiny bit. And like I was saying earlier, I have to do this construction in my house, and the reason, so I never, I guess, finished my thought on that. The reason why I didn't not stream today and tomorrow, even though I have to do all this construction on my house, is because I feel like I got some momentum going, and we're so close. We're so close. I know I say that every time, but look at this. Okay, don't look at that. So just these three, like that might be like 2 weeks, weekends. So what is this doing? We have this good data here for input goods. And okay, so I think what we want to do, this is the key value pair. We're going to actually have to pass something through this signal. I, for some reason, thought, no, I did think something. Lord Mac, how's it going? I did think we were saving this good to the main container thing, but that wouldn't make any sense because we have a bunch of good data things. So what we got to do is somehow pass this through here. But I don't remember how to set pass through with a signal. We're going to pass a variable signal. Godot C# pass variable custom signal. Here we go. I think it's kind of a pain. As long you can pass custom objects, well, it's not. How old is this? Get out of here. Forgot to do my past year thing. Let's see. The GD, I don't care about GD script. This is a C# event. What is this gibberish? Delegate test. Oh, delegates. In my opinion, unless you have something needs to have signals be visible in editor, events are the way to go. So maybe I should be pass C# pass variable in events, because that's an events. Oh, look, I looked at this before. But that's not what we want. We probably want this. This is very bright on the eyeballs. Passing parameters to events. Because we need to pass in that good data. It is like a flashback. It's weird that you can't just like default. I mean, I know that it's set to dark mode, but it's some websites it doesn't. Wait, I think I've done this before. I think I've done this before. I don't think I was gonna say. Oh, I was gonna say I don't have that many events, but then of course plus equal I do have 1,000 times. Cause here's a. Hey, look at this. We're just passing it. Well, that's all we do. No, this is just a plus. That's just some. That's just some math. Um, I don't think you can. We could try it. Solutions. How's it going? What you're building is it a? I don't know what a GIS is. Let's see. So here's some event. Now we definitely don't pass anything with those. We could just like type it in and see what it tells me. I don't think you can say whatever good data. Oh, this would be key value pair. I don't think you can do that. Graphic no. It's a video game. You know, I originally way back when I first started on this project, I kind of like half-assed looked at trying to pull some data from like Google Maps or something to auto-populate this stuff, but it was way above my level of knowledge. Because I thought it'd be easier, not necessarily easier, it would just be better if I could pull in stuff and then like have the streets and things, and then it could randomly generate some things for me. But it was way beyond what I knew. Cannot convert from to a bool. Oh, so it actually doesn't have this. Let's just put in like whatever. Let's put in a bool. Let's put true in here. Like, can I really just do this? Void, and then like over here, if we just put like good data. I don't think it's gonna let me do that. Yeah. Can I convert? Oh, right. No, this is the key. It's still not going to let me do that. Can I convert void to Google base button toggle event handler? Yeah. There's got to be another way to do this that's easy. Because that's my whole thing, is easy. I think I asked ChatGPT once. In Godot.Net C#, how do you pass a variable in a custom event? We know what we also need to put in here. 4.4, because otherwise it'll give me some 3.0 crap. Use object type. Triggered int value. No, I don't think it understands. Node? What is that? What does this do? Godot is the game engine that I'm using. And it has like these custom signals where you can, so like, or it has signals where things, like if you do things, like for example, this button that's somewhere here. There's a, I know this is ugly. I gotta say that every time. If you check this, it does something in the background. And what I'm trying to do is make it do a custom thing because I'd like to do it from here, and then it needs to pass in the thing you checked to this method. And I don't think I've done this before. I might have, but um, I don't think it's gonna let me like do it this way. I just wanted to type it in and try it. If I put in like, let's pretend. I don't think you can just do it that way though. Yeah, no, it's always gonna say this event handler error thing. Because there's another way to do it. Let's look at the docs. Let's do that. Um, Signal docs. Sometimes they have good stuff. Sometimes they don't. What does it say down here? Signal does not inherit from objects, so you cannot call has signal on a signal. Method are missing the obligated public text. What does this thing say? Now, so these things, to continue, this is just some government maps that I pulled and then I cut them out, sort of. Sort of. Let's go back to custom signals docs. I think, though, I just saw that was the documents. So a lot of times they don't have the C# stuff. We gotta get it through all this crap. All of this stuff. Okay, so what do we got here? Well, that's just something in process. That doesn't... What do we got here? You can look like this. On button, oh, this is inside this thing though. We don't care about that. Get node timer. To emit a signal in your script, call emit. I don't think I've ever done that. Okay, here's something where they're passing in. It is a resource. Good data is a resource. You should be able to bind it. How do I bind it in? This isn't going to actually go here, but it's in a... Well, I might go here, but... So like this... Oh, there's that thing. Oh, wait, it's coming to me. It's, Google, let me copy this over. I don't know, I clicked on a chat. Bound values. Yeah, it's this thing. It's the with the lambda and all that crap. Yeah, I have done this before then. You know, and I think I did it for a control, like a player control. And I think I got it from that Sam Yam tutorial person. Maybe not. She usually does Unity stuff, but maybe it was Unity. Okay, so yeah. This is coming back to me. Thank you very much. So let's copy this over just to here so I can have it as a reference. Yeah, we got to put this, whatever this thing is, and then we got to do our arrow. And then we got to get, let me look back at this. Modify value, int modifier is what goes in here. So we got, we can comment this out though, so it's not, does not take 0 arguments. Let's put this back over here. Damn it, I clicked over there. It's a good data, good data. And I wonder if it's going to need both because it has that toggled on thing. This is actually key value pair key. Does not take 0. Yeah, that's not going to do what I want. I'm missing some minor thing. I know it. Pressed. Do I need it in the middle? Oh, maybe I do. Like right here. Tell it what it's passing in. Oh, that's weird. That the minute I start typing in here, we're onto something. Is that what this little thing is telling you what? I remember looking this up because it's something I did, like I had to put in like a nothing. Like you pass in like a nothing. And I was wondering why you passed in this nothing. There's no argument given that corresponds to the required good data. That's the key, which is a good data. Now, do we need to put this true in here again? Oh, we do. You did it, I think. Yes. It's like, I think I've said this before too, that like the more trouble I have to do something, the more it locks into my brain for next time, if that makes sense. So like if it's easy, I'm not going to remember it at all. But if it's a struggle and I have to struggle with it every single time, then it's going to eventually, it's going to set in. So anyways, this looks like this works. I just had to put in this true. It doesn't say that that's, no, I guess it does here. All right, so let's do this. This is not in the right spot though, I don't think. So this is gonna come down. It's gonna hide this. We can test this actually. I couldn't do the all caps. I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do the all caps. And then we'll just put this toggled. And then we'll also put, I guess we'll put a $sign here. And we'll go good data dot good name Okay. Even though this is like all half-ass. So that checks for that. This is going to go through each for each, and it's going to set up a signal. This might actually be in the right spot. We can get rid of this. Set up a signal. Um, I don't think that's going to work right, but we'll just give it a shot here. Yeah, so when I was back looking at that map stuff, the idea I had that I was saying was above my level was I thought it'd be cool is if you could pick, like, let's say you lived in Italy or whatever, you could pick, like, the starting place would be your hometown, and you could pick whatever, Rome, and uh, once Rome, and it would generate the counties around Rome, but it was just too much. It was too hard because I thought it'd be fun if you could play around where you lived, but it's too much work, or too much work for me to. Well, that's weird that worked. Let's untoggle it. Oh, it's always true though? Because it's always true. Oh, because I'm passing in true always. What does this thing send me? Toggle the menu when the button was pressed between pressed and normal states. The new state is contained in the toggled on. Can I just do toggled on here? It had a little thing. Whatever. No, it needs to, I need to put in on this signal. Oh, I know what we need to pass. I know what it is. We need to go like this. And we'll move this down here. And then we need to do like toggled state or whatever it's called. Toggled. No, it's not that one. It's checkbox. It has some weird toggle mode. No. It's like pressed or something. Button. Button up. If you need to know the press states, use toggled instead. Base button toggled. If you need to know the button's pressed state, use toggled. But this is a thing. This is a thing. The new state is contained on the toggled on. So I think, though, we can just, like, do pressed. It's one of these two. Because I did have to fuck with this for another thing. If true, I think it's that. I can't believe that worked. That makes no sense. This shit shouldn't work. We have a problem, though. This isn't going to work. I was just this is excited. This works. No, it's not going to work. We're that horrible resources not copying thing is about to rear its head. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so that part worked. This is the problem. I don't think that this good data is actually unique because we passed in this input goods and we didn't give a fuck about what this was, that this was unique or not, because it doesn't matter. It's at this point, but now it does matter. And so if we toggle that on, all wood resources would be use remnants. And we probably could check that by building another one of these, I think. And what's your problem? We need to wait another day here. If we go, it's not going to happen right away because this isn't going to it doesn't know that it needs to update. But if we close that and open it, oh, we actually don't have a thing where it checks. We're going to have to write that, so might as well write it right now. What are we doing on this add? Set use remnants is the one we just wrote. Add this. We put the text. We put the thing here. We need to set this. Good panel container. Toggled. Button. No. Is use remnants checkbox. Toggled. It's not toggled. Maybe it says toggled mode. No. The toggle mode's the other thing. Button press equals the thing that we actually can't. That's not going to work yet. We need to set the good data to equal. Where the hell was that? Set use remnants. We need this to equal. Yep, that. And then back over here. Where the fuck did I just put that? I think this is not going to work. But we can fix it, obviously. Button pressed equals key value pair value dot use key. I really want it to be value today. Use. What are we passing in here? Oh, we did some weird ass shit here. I forgot about that. Why did we do this weird ass shit? I think we can go like this though. Whoops. We don't have any good data there. I don't know why you think we do. And then we go over here. What's your problem? Yeah, we did this. Why did we do this weird shit here? We did this weird shit because I think we had we had two different goods at the time. We had faction level goods and we had county level goods. And then I just decided one day like that was just a huge pain in my ass. So now we just have goods, and in the good, it tells us if it's a faction level or not. That's what we did. So this is strange like this because I was trying to use the T object thing so that it didn't really matter what it came through, but I don't think we need to do that anymore. I think we can go. Man, this was a pain to write too. Yeah, and like we're passing in the name on its own because of that, I think. I can't remember exactly how it worked, but let's make sure that we're passing. I'm remembering this right. The key value pair that we're passing in. Yeah, see, then we're doing this weird shit here. So we are passing in a good data, but before it was like a county good versus a county good, faction good, or whatever. So I think what we can do is get rid of this, and we can just pass in. I hope we can pass in a good data here. And we're going to rename this to good data. And then this thing can get the fuck out of here. So and we don't actually need the string name anymore either. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not what we did. We passed in the dictionary. Is that what we did? Why would we do that? We passed in the key value pair is what we passed in. And the key value pair, though, why did I do it this way? Do I have to do it this way? Let me keep going back a little bit. I mean, why did I make this so hard on myself? What are we doing with this value? We're just multiplying it by the number of adjusted workers. Where's this number of adjusted workers coming from? We're passing that in too? But that's oh. That's not a part of, that's from the county improvement part. But you know what we can do to make this doesn't have to be like this. And we can get rid of this name. We can go back to this. We can go, why didn't I think of this before? And then we put in what the ints, the amounts what we're passing in. And this int is the amount. And then we get rid of this thing. Noodle duty. Everything did just work, but then it showed that everything else was weird. So it was weird that everything just worked, but that was like a problem that everything just worked. Then we can go good data. Why don't you like this good data here? Oh, because we have one down here. Get out of here, good data. What did I just do? I hit Control Z, Control. No, that shouldn't be a problem. To string name. No, I know. Good name. There we go. And then this is just going to be amounts. And then this is just going to be button pressed, good data, use remnants. And then up here where this isn't working, we just put in the good value or the key value pair key, and then, well, that actually we don't need this anymore. And then we go keep it. Why did I do this so strange last time? This is a much easier way. Just break the thing into the dictionary into two parts and send it through. All that T bullshit wasn't necessary. Well, maybe it was, but we'll find out in a second here. I think we're going to have a problem with the resource not copying, though. I think we didn't care before. Now we're using this somewhere else. So let's do key value pair key value pair value. Any more? Then I'm going to take a quick break after this. After we build this Fisher shed, and then we're going to go not to population, county improvements. That's true, that's false. I mean, that was working before. Oh, the way we can, let's leave that. Let's open this up again. And so now it's remembering that. Then let's build a second one. Because I think what's going to happen is use remnants is going to be checked all the time for all of them. So now we have our second one. Yeah. Motherfucker. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. Let me put up my break timer. There it is. And let me pause my music that you guys cannot hear, and I'll be right back. All right, let's see here. I am back. Let me turn off this break timer. Wherever you went, break timer. There we go. Okay, so we're back to the dreaded. It's not really a copy of what we wanted. And it didn't matter before. So this is going to be kind of a thing here. So what I mean when it didn't matter before is that we were just like for these goods, we were just getting like the name of, you know, wood, and then we had it in a dictionary, the number. And we could pass in, we could make another private or public class that like had this information and have that in the dictionary, so it'd be like good data and then the amounts of input goods and then use remnants or not. We could do that. That is an option. This is not gonna, we're gonna have to have this refresh this clicking. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. We'll see if it matters. We'll mess with it in a minute. But or we can make a copy of the good data, which means that we can get rid of the dictionary actually and just have it a list of good data, because the good data does have an amount built into it. that I was. Let's look at good data and think about this for a second. We already have a new copy built. Oh man, no, if we made a copy every time, we're gonna have so many copies. Maybe it doesn't matter. Let's go back to this other code here. I moved this. I pinned it. So when we made this dictionary, we would have to create this input goods dictionary, which is created when we drag this shit over to like here. That was like kind of the point of this, was so that it was easy. That's input goods or output goods. We need input goods. I don't think we can make this unique. We can't make this unique. I'm right clicking. We can't make this unique. Let's pretend to add another one and see. We can make this unique. Where are we at? What are we looking at here? The Fisher Shed? We are looking at the Fisher Shed. Wonder what happens if we delete this. And, well, this too. Well, get out of here. We'll just drag a new one over. We need wood. And then we put one in here, and then we say make unique. And then we add this. And then we run this again. And then we are going to build 2 of these things right off the bat. I don't think the make unique will do it, but if it does, we're going to have to put a note in our readme, because I'm not going to remember that shit. We can build 2 of these things. And there they are. We'll click that. No, it doesn't do it. So making unique doesn't do us any good. Let's delete this and put it. Wow, look at this. Yeah, let's delete this and put it back how it was. And then we can still read this, which is nice. So this dictionary is being created manually by a human. And that is fine. That's the way we want to do it, because we're going to, otherwise we'd have to go into the code. We'd have to code in each one, which is, it's just easier to do it in the inspector. So that was the goal there. So let's see. It might just be easier to put a, no, because then we wouldn't be able to do it over there in the inspector. Okay, so what we would have to do, so we did this kind of the other day with something. I forget what it was. But on, I think it was, so on research, it's not this one. And it's not that one. It's when we complete research. It's really a pain that these resources aren't unique. Complete research is what I think it's called. Here it is. So under completing research, it adds all of this stuff, all the new county improvement, and then it's generates stockpile goods dictionary. So this is where we were assigning new basically recreating. We just went through and we set these, but it's all to 0. We could make another one of these, and we would have to have 2 lists. 2 dictionaries, not lists. And this worked. It was a pain to get it to work, but if we've done one, we could do another one, and it won't be that bad, right? This is under county improvements. Not the container, but the county improvement data. We have to put a lot of notes on this. Let's go back to the top. All right, so this is gonna be the thing here. We're gonna have to make another dictionary from the dictionary that we have, and we're gonna leave this one called input goods. Because that will get us, because I don't want to fuck with that. It's basically why. What we're going to need here is a public Godot collection dictionary, good data, and we're going to call this like starting good or input goods or something. And then we're gonna move this. I guess I'll just cut it. I was gonna start moving it up the thing, but I think I have a thing. Yeah, not for inspector. We're gonna put that there. Whoops, too far. Then we're gonna go back. What a pain in my ass. And we're going to make these all unique. So at the beginning, whenever you complete an improvement, oh man, is that not going to work? No, it's not going to work. Not there, it's not going to work. We're still going to need this, but not there. We're going to need this when it completes being built. It will get its own unique dictionary. Maybe we want to go back to this, bring this back down. Okay, so let's see here. We put in the input goods in the inspector. It basically, when the research is done, it makes like a copy for your factions, so your faction knows that it can build this crap. Then when the building's complete, it needs to make another copy of actual input goods that you can fuck with. Is there another way to do this? Because this is going to be a pain in the ass. I mean, it's not going to be that bad, but it's going to be, you need a unique dictionary of input goods per county improvements. Yeah. No? Yes. Or we need some other bool. It would be another dictionary, but we'd have to do a public class, which we can't put the public class. Yeah, we got to have another dictionary of goods. So let's do this then. Let's rename this to I'm just going to call it unique. And hopefully, although for some reason this one needs to be an inch, but the faction, we'll just get rid of this. And this, we're going to put a note though. Unique input goods are used to get are needed The problem with having 2 parallel lists like this is that we're going to have problems later. We're going to have problems later with which one we're supposed to be accessing. It's going to be confusing. So if we start, I think what we'll have to do is I think we're going to have to do it this way anyways. Unique input goods are needed for the county improvements control container. No, container. So that the good data can remember changes such as use remnants that the player or AI does. So what we're going to have to do here is going to be, well, we need this. See, I had this like copy stockpile goods. We're going to need to put this actually. See, these are, and we had some problem with copying the goods. The goods wouldn't copy, so we had to do it by that. But we have a good data being copied down here. What's this for? Output goods? And then it looks like I think that this is really unique. But I did have like a self-inflicted wound there from this thing, and I don't know what happened with it. So let's go from scratch and then not use these. I mean, we'll use part of this, but let's go from scratch and see if this works. So the problem is when you copy custom things, these are like string. Nope, that's a custom. All right. Well, no, these are enums. These are bools. Bool, int. It's always this goddamn not being unique thing. I don't know why this doesn't make everyone else have issues. I mean, it does. If you Google it, there's like tons of people having this issue, but. All right, so what we need I'm like rethinking, making sure that my thought process is correct here. So we need to have this good data be copied. We need to have two lists, basically. The one that the player creates, which could be unique, but we can't get that to be unique at the beginning. And we can't mess with it until the building has been built. Or the county improvement has been built. So we want to I think we're going to probably have to change this, but let's pretend like that's going to work. So what we're going to want to do is when a building is completed being built, which is somewhere, wherever that is, I think we have that in here. So in here, we're going to need to have a thing run that copies the input goods, the unique input goods. So we'll need something like this. Create unique input goods dictionary. Look at that beautiful long thing. Now, do we need that in these other spots? I don't think we do. We'll do this. And then, so the thing is, we're gonna have two numbered. We're gonna have to just be very careful that we're hitting the unique one from now on instead of the other one, which is we're using these input goods like a lot. So with this, then, or do we know what the county improvement data is? What the fuck are we doing with this thing? We must, right? County data? Set county improvement type complete. Add storage to county. Status. Oh, we're in county improvements. So what we're gonna do here, for each, no, we're gonna go unique input goods equals input goods dot copy. We can't do that. We gotta go, we do have to do a for each. For each input good, for each good data, input good in input goods this is only happening when it's marked unique, so we can then go unique input goods add input good except that that's not going to work because this is a dictionary. We need to add in the number. So we need to do for each key value pair, and then we need to tell it. So this is a good example of of bugs that it took me a while to like get in my brain, but I had this happen so many times that I got key value pair that it finally stuck. Whoops. And that is that I would always forget to put this part in, and I would get an error. Key value pair, good data. What? No, key, comma, key value pair, value. All right, so I'm just going to run this before there. So I would always get an error because I'd put the key value pair and then key value pair, lowercase first letter. And now it's finally gotten into my brain that I got to put those little whatever things with the actual what's in the dictionary. All right, so we're going to build just one of these because it will croak regardless if this isn't going to work right. So we didn't get a croakage. So then we don't know if it's unique still. So this is going to copy create unique input goods dictionary. So that's what that should do. It should add in this to there. Then we're going to go back to what we were just working on. And we're not going to use input goods, though. We're going to use unique input goods. This part, we're passing in a good data. Input goods, we're just passing in this key value pair. Generate input goods. Where are we using you, though? And what do we pass in? We don't pass in shit to here. What do we need to pass? What are we getting this in? This needs to be in unique input goods. And we still don't know if this is copying correctly. We'll know soon enough here. Because it wasn't copying correctly, and we'll be able to tell with the same thing. Is that all we needed for this part? I think it is. This is going to screw me at some point. I'm going to be screwed. That's just going to happen. I know later, 6 months from now, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is this unique input goods thing? That's what's gonna happen. And here we go. So we'll get 2 of these built. We got 1 of them built. What? Oh, we got some bugs. Probably because it's trying to make this and it can't. So this is not unique. Yeah. An element with the same. Okay, so this dictionary. Where the fuck was that? This unique input goods is not a new thing. So what we need to do is go down to here. It really feels like I should just be able to do like new here. But that never works. We'll try it anyways. Like this. Oh, that's an array. I'm going to try it anyways with like a new Godot collection dictionary, good data, ints. And then we do this. We go county improvement data dot unique input because I'm going to try this. It's not going to work, but I'm going to try it. We did this a couple weeks ago. Went through all this stuff. It's good that it airs out sooner than later, though. I feel like I should be extremely frustrated at this point, but no, I'm used to it. I have a theory that, like, if hell was real, humans would just get used to it after a while. Well, that seems to have worked. But it's not unique. Okay, so that part didn't air out, so we probably need something like this still. So we'll go public. We'll just copy this. Nah, no, we won't. Godot, collections, dictionary, good data, ints, copy, unique input goods. And then we'll go. I mean, I don't know why I'm copying this. I guess it's slightly less work. Good data. Copied dictionary. I guess I could have called it that as well. And then we're going to go for each key value pair. Good data. Comment. Come on. Int. Whatever. Key value pair. In. Unique. And then this is going to go like this, except we want you. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's basically the same thing here. Copied dictionary, add. I mean, it's this. It is not basically. It is the same as this. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to copy this. And we're going to put this here. And we're returning this thing. What is your problem? We can do that. There we go. Okay. So now the problem, we should get an error here. We should get a bug because it's trying to add it twice. I'm just making sure that we're on the same path as I did last time where we were getting this bug. When we build 2 of these, we should get a thing that says it's already added. I missed something. We got to do this here. unique. Oh, county improvement data, unique goods, no, copy. Now we should get the bug. And then we'll go change the other thing. Here we go. We did not get the bug. And it did not make a copy. Well, that's strange. Did we not save this? Well, no, it's saved. So we're doing for each key value pair here, we're adding this to then we got the key and the value, and then we're returning this copied unique thing to here. So whenever this should happen when we create a copy of the input or the county improvement, and then we go back. So this shouldn't be like a unique copy at this county improvement type, but we already know that that's not true because they're turning off, so they're not unique. Are we checking the right thing? Let's go make sure we're checking the right thing. So go back to our county improvement control here. No, go back to our county improvement container. Are we checking? What did we pass in here? We're going through this. We are doing the unique input goods. We should probably just keep this. I don't even know. That wasn't even close to what I was wanting to type. We should probably keep this consistent. So we're checking that. Are we checking anything weird down here? We're passing this in. The good data is what? Is the first part of the key value pair. That's the key. Are we checking anything in here that's weird? This looks right. So the unique thing is not working. The making it unique is not working again, like always. So let's see what else we can do here. County improvement, unique input goods counts. Unique input goods that are not unique. When I get tired of saying the word unique. So at complete, I already forgot where that was. I think that was actually in county improvement data. Create unique. It seems like we're doing this twice. We are doing this twice. It shouldn't. Oh, I know. I remember now why that this is making a weird. So we couldn't go by good data. Oh, we couldn't compare good data. That was it. So we're not comparing anything. So that's not the problem. So before I was trying to compare some good data that we made copies of, but they're not. We had the resource, which is what the good data is. The resource itself has a different number, but that's not what we're doing here. So this. I think this is happening too late. Let's cut this. let's put it when we create. What a pain in my ass. I'm trying to think if there's another way to do this that's better. I don't think that there is that right off the top. There probably is, but off the, what I'm thinking about, I don't think there is. We never used this new copy here. Did we? I don't think we did, and I think we need to. Let's go back to our... See, this one has a new copy attached to it. This one doesn't, and for some reason it works. Let's do this. Let's do this dot new copy. What's your problem? Oh, we gotta put in itself. And then let's run it and see what happens. There's like a point where it's just hit or miss. We discussed this on my Discord a little bit, and it seems like the consensus was that they'll probably not fix this with custom resources. I had a thought of trying to do it with just write one thing that, whoops, that's not what we want. Now we have no input goods. Write something that would copy. Let's think about this here. Let's go to ChatGPT again. In C sharp, whoops. In C sharp, I want to make a copy of a public class, but I won't know what is getting past what type of public class it is. How do I do that? That's a interface, though. It can't be an interface because it's a Godot. Holy shit. Okay, stop. I'll make it JSON. Fuck out of here. What's this? If you don't know the type at compile time, but the object has a method like clone, you can use a non-generic type with dynamic. What the fuck is dynamic? Ensure the run type of source is a clone method. This will throw choosing the right method. It can't be. I guess it is a Godot resource, so it can't be an interface. No, that doesn't work. Duplicate doesn't work. No, duplicate doesn't work. I don't, well, no, duplicate doesn't work. We've tried duplicate 100 times. Duplicate doesn't work with custom resources. With resources that have custom resources inside of them. But I can't just make this thing. I want a generic one that copies all of them. I was asking questions about vehicle crew and stuff, and like months ago. That's what I think I'm talking about. uh, I want one that will copy any custom resource that I put in there. So it doesn't know. Var, check if it's nested. I don't know. I feel like maybe this isn't the best idea. We make an array of it. How else can we do this? Because this is a pain. This is going to be a pain. And this is going to be a problem. Like I said, that we're going to have these two parallel lists or whatever they're called that are going to be, if I forget, and I put input goods, and then we're going to have the wrong thing. Like I was saying, I don't even know. I assume we're, well, this one didn't work because we got the bug. No, we didn't get any bugs. So the copy is not working, is what's happening. Because there's nothing there at this point. Which might be good. That the copy's not working. So let's see here. Copy unique input goods. We have it. We create a new thing. We have it making a copy. You know what I think we would do here, though, is we would put this. Then we should get the bug where it's copying it. But this is. We need to do the. It's. Oh my God. So this is going to happen when we copy it to the base. This actually might work. So we have the copy that the faction at the faction level that has a list of all of the shit you can build. And then we have a list. Oh, see, it copied that. I was about to say it worked, but no. Oh, it did work. These are unique now. And we didn't get a bug for some reason. So how I'm telling that they're unique is that if they weren't unique, these would be checked. We're not getting any bugs. Well, now I don't want to fuck with anything. Okay, so what did I just do? I'm trying to cement this into my mind so we don't have to do this every fucking time. So we have a new copy here. And so each time we make a copy here, so then do we need this other thing and completed? Where is that? This. Oh, I took it out. So I don't think what is this reference? Lies. Okay, let's comment this out. So I think that's working. How else can we test this? We could, if we go back, let's save this. If we go back to our, this thing, and we say, we go int I equals 0. That's not a 0. And then at the end here, we go, no, that's not going to work. Int I, we put this out here. And then we go in here, we go int I I plus plus. We're not. This is not going to be in the finished code. This is just a test. And then we go good key value pair key good name equals this plus I. And so all I'm going to try to do is make those look different. All I want to do is have the name different. Like, just for a test here. Did I save that shit? I did. So we just want to test here to make sure that those names are different. And we're not going to leave it in the thing, though, in the game. I mean, I'm already pretty confident that it's unique at this point. Well, that's weird, but it's different. So we haven't got any bugs. Let's look at this again here. Oh, it's just adding. It's adding in each. Yeah. No, that's fine. And they're different, so that's what we want. We can get this out of here. I'm pretty sure these are different. Whew. Okay, so that wasn't 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours of me grinding my skull against the fucking thing. So at this point, we can test this again. We need to be able to see this. So that's true. Let's go back in here. I'm trying to think if we need to... I don't think we do. Yeah. I was going to say, I was trying to think if we need to recreate that every time we check that, but I don't think we do. All right, so now that unique good data has use remnants checked. So what we need to do when we start stockpiling goods for it, if use remnants is checked, we need to start using remnants, not wood or whatever the thing is. So that's back to our hall master. And we're going to have a different problem here. See, here we're doing for each in unique. I think this should be unique. We're going to have to test this very carefully. Unique input goods. We're going to take a stockpile for the unique input goods. But we're also going to have, if the possibility to use remnants exists, we're going to add remnants to this list. That's going to be weird. Maybe I should just not have that, but no, it's a key feature. The given key was not present in the dictionary. Where's this at? This is where the thing we just changed. Hall Master 25. Wait, what? 25. Oh my god, hit the right keys here. S is nowhere near that. In unique input goods. What are we doing here? We're gathering the stockpile goods. Why wouldn't that be in the the input goods, though. I mean, I know that was that we don't want to look at input goods, but why wouldn't it be in the input goods? Let's see here. Maybe this isn't copying correctly, except we saw the it says wood there, unless we're pulling that wood from the wrong. No, we know we were pulling from the because we were getting nothing. But let's double check. Maybe this thing has somewhere else where we're pulling. Unique. Okay, so we're instantiating here, but this is add to the panel, which is where we're passing in right here. We're passing, this is from unique, and we know we're getting those because the input good shows right here. Otherwise, so we know that there's something in the unique one. We could also probably look at the list. Let's look at the list, actually. This is going to be under... There we go. It's there. So where's this problem again? That was under Hallmaster 25. For each input good in here, and it's croaking out on this, which is interesting. What are we passing through here? Good data. And we're calling this input good instead of a key value pair. Does it tell us what is the problem? It doesn't. It's somewhere, something in here. So let's do this. Let's put a... Let's end this one. And then we'll go GD prints. Sorry, I'm singing along to music while I'm typing here. While I'm streaming, Destroy Boys. They're like a punk band, and they're like a Riot Girl band. They're good. I'm going to take a break here in a second. Let's see. One more time. It will give us a better well, we'll know what's going on here in a second. Okay. 26? Yeah, 26 it is. I'm trying to think if we're hitting this too early or something. The copy should have already been made at this point. And so once again, we know that it's working because when we look at this county improvement, it's pulling it from here, and we can see that it says wood right here. So we know that unless this is pulling it, generate input goods, add the input panel. We're passing this from the unique ones. Let's double check that this is the error that I think it is. Yeah, it's not present in the dictionary. Because, this is why, it's trying to... No. I was thinking it was that compare thing. I don't think it is. So this is generating, it's passing the key, status is under construction, key value, whatever. This is gonna, this could probably be inside here. I'll leave it there. I don't want to fuck with it right now. Let's see. Hallmaster 25. Input good. Input good. Unique. Input good. So we know that this value is doing something. What are we doing with this value? So that's the int. This is the key. And it's the key that's choking. I assume it's the key that's choking. The line. So the reason why I'm breaking these into their own lines is sometimes, when this would be one line, basically, is what's happening. So we're gonna go like this. And I'm gonna take a break any second now. I actually gotta take a piss too. Hope I get time for a nap in between all of my construction and streaming and stuff. It's not really construction, it's moving right now. Copy error, this should still be 26. Oh, but it's not, it's 27. Did I save this? I did. Well, that doesn't make any sense. What? Cannot load C# script file, Godot sharp. What? Is this some unrelated issue that just happens to be screwing us? Let's close this. Let's save this. Let's close this. Let's open this. And then I'll start this going, then I'm gonna go take a quick break. We'll do this, and then I'm gonna pause my music that you guys can't hear, and I'm going to put up my break timer, and I'll be back in less 5 minutes, hopefully. Okay, I'm back. It was less than 5 minutes, which I was kind of unexpected. There, my music that you guys can't hear is up. Let's run this again, see what that weird dictionary output error was. Does it happen without me doing anything? I mean, it shouldn't. Especially because the Hall Master doesn't kick in until something is built. But let's just let it run for a day. There we go. We're going to construct you. There's probably like something checking unique and yeah, there it is. It's getting past that. It's weird that it's got to a different spot. Just gonna. So what is this good data? So it's county good is what it's checking. Maybe the county good is check the county's stockpile and available amount for the required good. We haven't kicked in the use remnants thing, which is going to cause a different problem there, but so it's the good type. This is the county goods. Huh. The county goods. I wonder if I like accidentally changed some copy thing in here. I didn't think I did. So what it's talking about is each county holds county data has a list of the goods that are in the county. It's right here. And it's like this thing didn't copy anymore or something. We probably want. Because, yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, we're using this everywhere. So the only other thing I can think of is this enum isn't passing through right. Where the fuck was this? The Hallmaster 27. This isn't passing out in right. So let's print that. Unique input good county good type. And we'll just put a plus here. Just a plus there. And see if it chokes on that first. Because that means that the enum isn't copying right, which is possible. Whoops, wrong button. Because then if it's like none, it can't figure out what that shit is. Wait, what? Is counting good type not what I think this is? No, it's a. It said the word. I thought I was going to get a number. It's wood. And that's strange. Let's look at our resources. We should start out with 100 wood. Yeah, we have it. Something strange is happening. It's got to be like from the one before. It's got to be this. 28. And what was this weird output that it was saying over here? Fail to read file. Core dictionary. Modules, mono, glue, GD sharp, core. Yeah, I don't have that in my GD sharp thing. Wonder if I have like an old version. I did have a couple of like rollbacks. What version of Godot are we on? I feel like that's not the problem, but Godot Dev 4.4 Dev. It's like 7. The reason I'm not using 7 is because it messes up my buttons. Are these the same dates? They are. Failed loading resource. Make sure resources have been ported by opening the project in the editor at least once. The county goods are being copied. We know this is working here. It's got to be this thing. Let's move this up one and just see if it now says this one's the problem. We deleted the one copy thing. It's always something with these resources. Always. Did I save that shit? I did. One day I'll have this all figured out. No, it still says 28. Let's do this then. County good. County good. Dot good name. And now it should croak on 24 because this is kind of where we're doing it. It should croak on 24. If that's really the problem here. I wonder if I like accidentally changed something. We can just look at this one, I guess. 29. What? Did it tell us what this was? It is. It's open. I'm going to Google this. Cannot open file. Closed. This is old and it's closed. Let's go to the Godot issues. Right there. I'm breathtaking. Core? What else does it say in here? Dictionary? Android dynamic. Let's put C# up here too. Try to narrow this down a little bit. This is the problem that I'm running into, and they're still talking about this. What do they have any? I think last time I looked at this, they just said, "Go fuck yourself." I'm paraphrasing, of course. The cyclic reference issue can be solved by keeping a map of to duplicate. If an original resource is already mapped, we use this issue exists for years now. It's unclear what issues the code was causing. The break-off comment in this left, and I can shed some light what kind of problems I had with this at the time, so we can take some steps to get it fixed. Oh, maybe they are going to fix it. Allow to make, because this would solve like so many. Overhaul resource duplication. What does this thing say? How old is this crap? Where's the date? Commented last week. Copies return all nested. Like, what is this? Looks like maybe they are going to fix this. This would be great. When duplicating with para or sub-resource, set the code true. Each resource found includes the one which this method is called will be duplicated once and references time. So I've done the true thing 100 times. It doesn't work. But if they fix it, maybe it will. Will be only duplicated once and referenced many times. For instance, if you are duplicating resource A that happens to have resource B inside twice, you'll get a new resource A star referencing a new resource B twice. So that's if they fix that, I would be so happy. Only under, but not under. This is just talking about. This is from a year ago, though, not exactly a year. It's troublesome that it isn't fixed yet. My game relies a lot on duplicating resources and arrays. I'm really miffed when I'm just found deep copies and function. This should be tracked and added to a milestone. This also current 3 doesn't make unique resources. I also met this situation. Yeah, this is killing me, man. Does anyone else know if this looked at it or at least planned to be included? This is on the 8th. This is like 2 years ago. We're almost in 2025. I hit this bug during Game Jam. Oh my god, I was confused why all mine died at the same time. July. This is being tracked in proposal. Why is there 2 different proposals? After thinking for a while, my copy of Nesson didn't work. I got open and searched for this issue. I don't care about the docs, man. I mean, it's nice to have in the docs, but this guy does 1,000 ships is always up in this shit. This doesn't seem to be limited in arrays. Yeah, it's a whole clusterfuck. I'm not using the duplicate method or duplicate function in the editor, but it seems like it caused me pain. I'm seeing blah blah blah. Yeah, this is like make unique thing that we tried earlier. So this is this October, right? Yeah. Here are some key takeaways. The cyclic reference issue can be solved by keeping a map of original resources to duplicate. If an original resource is already mapped. All right, well, this doesn't solve my current problem, though. My current problem has nothing to do with that. I mean, it does, obviously. It has something to... Whoops, I went too far. It has something to do with that, but it's different. All right, so let's think about this a different way. Well, let's just look at it again, I guess. It's hitting this, and it's like amount doesn't exist. A capital A amount doesn't exist. In counting in goods... And goods is good data. I did add a thing to good data, so maybe I'd mess something up, but it's there. It is. This is new copy. Oh, but you know what we didn't do? Use remnants wasn't added on here. This is probably the reason. It's probably this happens all the fucking time. Yeah, so this should be above amount. This happens all the time where I forget to put use remnants equals to add these things in here, and then they have some other error. That's probably what it was. I should know to check that immediately. I haven't solved the problem though. I'm like already counting my eggs. What was I saying the other day? Counting my golden goose before it's laid any eggs? That's not how it goes. But I bet you it's something like that. It's copying something weird. Speed this up. There's our bug still though. Copy error. We are at 29 still. So we have this use remnants. Did we add anything else? Remnant substitutables is in there. We are copying this good data. Just in that one part though. Let's go look at our. But amounts just a well, we're doing capital A amount. No, that's max amount. Return amount. A private int. Look at all these little slashes in front of here. We don't. Oh, we call this good name now. This is very old code then. Let's see what happens when we do this. Just for shits and giggles or whatever. And I'm running out of time. I have so much shit to do. It's out of control. We had a little overflow there. I wonder if do we have anything else as input goods? This is 1,000. I'm just gonna try a different thing because we messed with that one. It's checking goods though. I'm assuming this hasn't changed, and it has not. All right, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck? No. No. Hallmaster. County good. We know the county good's right. It's saying that the given key was not present in the dictionary. County good. We have the county good, and we're trying to pass the amounts in the county good. The given key must, maybe it's this thing. Oh, maybe it's this one, and this is the, oh my god, that's probably what it is. Let's break this into its own line again. That's probably what it is it's this next thing on the list. GD print, $. We actually, well, come on, man. We actually have this here. I bet you it's this one, because look at this. This is something weird. We're doing the county good type, then we're looking county stockpile goods. And I clicked on something with county stockpile goods. Maybe I messed it up. Like the stockpile got messed up. I don't think I deleted the stockpile thing, because man, we messed with that stockpile thing for like 3 hours one day. This has been like 2 hours, but wish it gave you more information on these bugs. Oh, see, that's it. That output's at amount 100. It is this other one. So this should be line 30 then. Yeah, line 30. So it's this. County stockpile goods. Must have accidentally done something to that. So let's go back to that. That's under our county improvement data. Copy stockpile goods. See, I made I like touched this. I clicked on it. I don't think I did anything. Let's look at it before. What is this? County improvement data? County stockpile goods. Oh, wait. Isn't county stockpile goods copying from like input goods or some shit? But that's saying like input goods doesn't exist, kind of. Where's our stockpile goods? Copy stockpile goods. This doesn't look like it's changed. This looks the same. There's no changes here. I was thinking maybe I accidentally did something to it. I mean, we added stuff above it. All right, get out of here. Now, how do we close this thing? What do we have on here? Just this copy them. Okay, so what is happening here? I think I'm trying. It's getting, my brain's getting there. What are we doing? We're you know, it's weird that we didn't have this copy in here. We're going by county good type. That's the key. Okay, so let's go back to the hall master. And we're doing this thing here. So, and this is a dictionary of county good types with an int. And we're croaking on stockpiled. We're absolutely croaking on stockpiled because it doesn't know what this. So this is just like reared its ugly head from earlier. From the other week. I think it was 2 weeks ago. This isn't copying correctly. I wonder why that would affect what we're doing, would affect that now. I don't think I fuck with that today. What else did we... We fuck with good data. We added in use remnants. Did I put this use remnants in a weird spot? No, it's just some bool. It's just a bool. Okay. So we know we got the county good type up here. And we've set it to this thing, which is actually the same as this one. Let's do this. Maybe something weird's happening there. What happens if we put this unique good type there? This might be just kicking the issue down the road. What? So it's, maybe we're not copying that? No, didn't we check that? We're not copying the correct type? No, it says it's wood. We did check that. It says it's wood, and that's what it's an enum, so yeah, that didn't do anything. $30. Let's put this back. I mean, we are doing this to this and then doing it again. We aren't checking this. We're checking the good name, but maybe there's something else going wrong. County good. County good type. I know that says county good, but that's what we want. And then we're gonna do plus county good type, and we'll see what it gives us. This is a lot of GD prints in that little row there. I'm like watching the clock because, like I said, I got so much to do today. I should have started last night, but I decided to be productive and play video games instead. Like a fucking asshole. Why did I do that? Now I'm regretting it. Alright, let's see where this one croaks out. Uh, 31, which same spot. These are both say wood. So that we know that there's something there, and then we get this weird cannot open file thing. Make sure resources have been imported by opening the project in the editor at least once. I'm gonna Google this. I wonder if there's something else going on. Circular dependencies. So they're talking about a different export thing. They're talking about exporting the game. This one's somewhat new. I made a dummy file called settings in the folder called globals, and I fixed some other unrelated dependencies and it worked. Well, that doesn't help me. Make a dummy folder and file called global in settings, and then if it doesn't work, I'm going to try to redelete. All right, let's try to delete this thing. We probably want to close this. And so this is under my projects. 2D4X. You want me to delete this? What's in here? Let's rename this to old. It's the classic maneuver is to do that. I'm a little scared just to blow it away. You stick old at the end and then I don't think it's that though. I mean, it could be, but that would be weird that it suddenly started dying. I guess we did forget to put that one thing in. Re-importing assets. Laurel Crown.sv. You know, I did have an issue one time where I had to what? I've never seen this before. So then what? This also looks all fucked up because we're in 3D. What do we do with that? Oh shit! Everything's all dumb. That's why I was scared. Can I get it? I'm gonna copy this because we might have to deal with this. This one we might have had all sorts of issues in here that I didn't know about. Let's do a new notepad. Is not compiling. I wonder if I have my expector. It looks all fucking strange and shit. Let's see what happens here. I moved everything over and dragged a bunch of shit around. What it does it? Yeah, so it recreated it. Let's clear these because I don't know if it gave me those again or what there, or if those are just sitting there. I don't like that at all, that I got all those errors, but maybe we'll hit play and see what happens here, and then we'll rearrange our inspector how I like it. I don't like dragging stuff across the thing, is why I moved how the inspector works. And we'll see if this even did anything. I have a feeling it did not do anything, but... Well, that's busted. When you click this, it should kick off. It should unpause it. Oh, look, these buttons don't do anything. They're a bunch of broken signals or something. Well, let's see with the speed. Did I construct something? I did. Key's not present. So it's the same error, and all we did was make our life more difficult. So let's go back to this other thing. What the fuck are you doing over here? I will delete this one. Though I'm wondering if we should go and like clean up those errors. Because it's like some old busted signals or something. 16 of them. We could update to Dev 7 too to see if that does anything. I was at Dev 7 and my buttons got messed up and I rolled back. I haven't looked really for the issues. Okay, everything's reopened. We'll build, see if we get any of that weird shit. I mean, that's kind of concerning that file would be like that. But maybe signals break? I don't know. The auto load thing, it said it couldn't load. All sorts of weird shit. So then we'll go to this. We'll just leave it with this Godot thing because it doesn't seem like it's related to that. We could upgrade it to Dev 7. Oh, look, this stopped working too. Huh. Yeah, this isn't going up in speed. Well, it broke my game. Did I forget to build something? No, there it is. I was patiently waiting for something. All right, same problem. Let's do this. Let's kind of break some stuff here. We're gonna put this as old. We're gonna go into Godot though, and we'll this is gonna set us back a couple of weeks, but that's okay. We'll go to Godot Dev 4.4 Dev 7. At this point, I'm used to being set back sometimes. Net.8, we want that. Where's their download here? And we'll open this up. We'll go. We'll delete these guys. We'll open this up. And we'll copy this over. We're going to save this somewhere, though, just in case we don't get it. Desktop junk? Probably not. Let's go to... projects, 2D4X. We'll call this right here. Error list. And we might have to, we're going to tackle this tomorrow, but we might as well tackle these bugs, these other things. Actually, let me look at their, do I have any, doesn't look like it. Good, oh, yes it is. We can close this crap. Buttons, Dev 7 buttons. No. We're just gonna throw ourselves into the chaos. We're gonna set ourselves up for chaos tomorrow. We'll fix all of this other crap. This button signal is broke, which is very strange to me. We'll fix everything. We'll re-import everything. Maybe this needs to be done every once in a while. You know what could also be... Failed to get properties. Like, that's so strange. Oh, this time it has different errors. Failed to get property choice button. This is going to be a fucking nightmare. I'm telling you. It's going to be a fucking nightmare. Yeah, see, look at this. So, can't connect button up to provide callable. It'll be a fucking nightmare here. But if we have a clean one of those, though, maybe there's been some other bugs or other issues. This can all be set together with the class base name. So there's something else was weird going on in the background. See, we got some more when we built it. Let's build it again. Wonder which class it's talking about. I want to see if this changes. It didn't change. Will it tell us? Well, let's copy it. That was from before. Yeah, it's not doing it. Nodes to hide from node hider. Node hider actually isn't working, so I could make that continue to not work. Whoops. Man, this little button thing on my cord is on its last leg, too. I have all these little technology just starts to fall apart eventually. So then we hit play. Yeah, we're going to have repercussions of this forever, but we can deal with it. Let's see if our buttons are all messed up. Maybe that was the problem is, yeah, so this is the thing, is it makes these buttons big and weird. It's just a couple, though. Like this one and these one. One of these is pushing this down. So it makes this too big. That's why I was rolling back. I thought it was a bug, but maybe there's something else going on. And we can fix all that. Obviously, this is not how it's supposed to be. So it's like these are squares, and then they look like rectangles. Well, that one looks like a square. Maybe it's this. Something wonky happened. But I don't think it's going to solve our issue. Didn't we already test this? Oh, right, that doesn't work. These buttons don't work. It feels like so long with the time at normal speed. It seems like an eternity. So it should be like 3 o'clock. Yeah. So that didn't solve this issue either. But I think what we should do is call it a day here. But I saved that on accident. 31. So that's the same. Oh, look, we had 2,000 changes. So these must be all, I don't know what this shit is, but it's re-importing everything, which it hasn't done in a long time. I wonder if we got other things busted when we did that. Let's look at our resources and just like look at a county improvement here. It's so weird to have it over here. I'm gonna move this. I want this to be here, but this, we want to be here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here, I think is how I was doing this. That looks about right. Okay. Let's look like an output good. So what are we looking at here? Converted, oh, you're not gonna have one. Input good. So we remembered everything because one time I like lost a bunch of stuff. It was it was so bad. Uh, so I think what we'll do is we'll repair. So the reason why I'm thinking that we want to repair this stuff is that not this stuff. The air list, not this either. The air list that we just saw is because it should, like when it creates that stuff, I feel like it should just work. And we might have other like old, because I've upgraded versions of Godot for a long time. And there might be some like little things that are, and we got to fix those bugs anyway. So we'll just dive in feet first. I wonder what's holding this thing, making it bigger. Is this a square or a rectangle? I guess we could click on it and find out, right? It's a rectangle, or it's a square. It's gonna be kind of hard to tell what's holding this open, or bigger. Fit width proportionally. We know it's probably not that because the idle number is messed up. Oh, it's actually visitors that's messed up. The idle workers works, but the visitors. That's the county info control. Idle visitors. And then we'll make this big here. Or not big, we'll show it. This whole thing is very strange. So this is a button that has a panel container inside. That probably was the problem right there. That was the problem of that one. And then one of these probably has a thing behind it as well. But I didn't want to like dive into fixing this part because I actually have to go. I'm 10 minutes early of leaving, but yeah, I figure tomorrow we can tackle all these other areas. We're going to reconnect these things. But tomorrow I also have like this crazy ass shit to do. What I'm looking for is like anything with a line down on it. They should be being set by what isn't being set by that. So word day and word time. So neither of those. What is also word research? It's maybe one of these. Or maybe all of those. Their signals also broke. Oh, there's one. Classic problem here. Now are they all going to bump back? There we go. That was an easy fix. What's up with your signals, dudes? Mouse entered. Mouse. Oh, it just doesn't exist. Probably I renamed something and somehow it figured it out, but it was actually broken. But yeah, we can fix all that tomorrow. Let's push this broken code. Got the use remnants toggle to respawn, then deleted .godot folder to cause myself pain. There we go. We'll push that. It's not that many changes, but it is because we got 2,400 changes from the deleting that folder or renaming it. And we'll push this shit. We'll have a nice cleaner, hopefully cleaner thing. This is lined up again, so that solves that problem. There we go. We're still I swear it's like 2 weeks away from, let's look at this one last time here. Ability to remove county improvements. These are one thing, but I wanted a note here so I didn't forget about it. And we're like a third of the way done with this one. Once we figure out whatever this bug is. Anyways, that is it for me today, guys. Thank you for joining me. I will talk to you tomorrow, most likely. Maybe not, because I got to do this move thing, whatever. But hopefully. All right. Talk to you later. Thanks.